Hello, so in this video, I'm going to talk you through how you can utilize LinkedIn ads to recruit new talent to your business. By the end of this video, you will know strategically, step by step, exactly what you need to do to run LinkedIn ads to bring high quality talent to you. And that's talent that's not only looking at job boards. So that's people who aren't active seekers. You can do this in very specific areas for very specific roles, and you can go after very, very high value talent, something that you can't do as well with job seekers because you're at the whim of other people searching for the jobs. And if you stick around to the end, I also have some advice as to how you can hack this approach and make it even more effective. So you can be saving a lot of money compared to a headhunter. And if you're struggling to get people to apply because they're not actively on job boards, you can completely bypass this. I'm going to give you systems that are going to allow you to hire top quality talent for way less than you can get anywhere else. So very quickly, the basic method people use to get applicants to apply to them through LinkedIn is to post via the job board there. It's essentially a job board. They would go and post a job. It is free, but you can pay to boost that job so it gets displayed in front of more people. The issue here is you only get people who are actively searching for jobs. A far better method is to create a LinkedIn ad campaign, because LinkedIn ad campaigns allow you to go out there and put your content in front of people, but you can be really, really specific. So with LinkedIn ads, you can choose very specific geographies. So if you only operate in a certain geography, you can target that specific geography. You can target very specific job roles, job titles, and you can be as specific as to skills. So for example, if you're looking for a software developer, Ruby on Rails, you can make sure, right, I want a software developer in this area, but they need to have the skills Ruby on Rails. You can also set years of experience and things like that. So you can be very, very, very specific in the roles you're going after. So how do you do this? What's the process? You run it exactly the same way you would run a marketing campaign. Now, your background might not be marketing, it might be recruitment, but don't worry, I'm going to tell you everything you need to do. So first things first, this is very important. You probably do this already, but let's just go over it anyway. You need to do a little bit of market research and understand what it is job applicants want out of a job. So basically, you're trying to make it as enticing for them as possible. You're not just posting the job up and giving blanket, boring information. You're finding out what their key desires are. So for example, with some roles, it's location. So again, using the software developer example, it might be, I'm based in the UK, it might be that you have a software developer who lives outside of London and they want that role that they could get in London, but they don't want the hassle of going to London. Now, you might own a software company outside of London, so you can say you can have all the advantages of having a high-powered software dev role without having to go to London. That's something that speaks to their desires, something they want in their career. Quite often, other things are, I feel like I'm underappreciated. I'm not getting enough recognition for what I'm doing. There aren't enough progression opportunities. They're not helping me learn and develop myself. So you need to figure out what people's pains are in their current roles, and you'll see patterns. If you ask enough people, there'll be patterns that emerge. And you also need to figure out what their desires are, because they have two things. They have a negative that they want to move away from, and they have a positive they want to move towards. Once you understand that, you're in a really strong position. If you don't understand that and you're just selling the role, you're going to really struggle because people are making up all that other stuff, that stuff that really matters, the emotional stuff in their head.
Hello, so I was just editing this and I realized some of it might feel a little bit overwhelming. You might think, oh, well, I want to do this, but it's too technical. If you just want someone to do all of this for you, there's a link in the description below. My company does these campaigns. In fact, some of the examples we're showing are the campaigns we've run for people. So if you want someone to do it for you, or you just want to ask questions of someone who has done it a lot already, Kat says hello, link in the description below. Either way, we're going to continue with the video. I'm going to continue saying everything you need so you can do it yourself if you want to. Cheers, hope you're enjoying it.
Next up, we're going to create ads that speak to those pains and desires. It's really simple. This is how it works. We're going to repeat back to them what they've told us in the exact language they use to describe it. So back to the software developer example, their issue was, I want a software dev role that's outside of London. You would say in your ad copy, do you want a software role that doesn't involve having to go into London? That's it, as a question or something like that. And then you'd list underneath it all the pains, avoid these, and all the desires move towards these. It's that simple. So you create those ads. The more creative you can be with those ads, the better. But as long as you're speaking to people's pains and desires, the emotional reason they would want to switch job or apply for you, basically you're selling your company to the person, not selling the role. then it will be effective. Now, once we have our ads, for ads, we need, ideally in this scenario, you can either have a video that talks through everything. You can write a script and create a video. We've done that for clients before. Or you can get away with a single image as long as it's kind of creative and catches the eye. So you'd have an image or a video and you have a little bit of text and a headline, okay? Next up, we've got that ready. You ideally want a few different variations of those adverts, 6 in an ideal world, because some will perform better than others and you can never predict or tell what's gonna work best unless you run them. Get those ads ready, and then we need to build our target audience. So I have a complete other video in terms of how to set up LinkedIn ads, accounts, campaigns, everything like that. But very quickly, you're going to go into your ad account, you're going to select create a new campaign, and you're going to work your way through the audience builder and really specifically list out the role that you want. One thing that a lot of people fall over in is they're not specific enough. So in the top right-hand corner, there is a target audience size predictor. Generally speaking, if you're recruiting really specific roles in really specific geographies, that number is going to be really small. We're talking less than 1,000, maybe 5,000, something like that. If you're really broad, you're the whole of the US and it's like you just need interns, that audience size might be bigger, but use that as a benchmark. If you're seeing millions and millions of people your ad is going to go towards, you're not being specific enough. So build out your audience exactly how you want. Try things like skills, because that helps you be really specific in terms of job skills that you want, years of experience, job titles at present, and things like that. Now that you have your target audience created, you want to upload your ad. Now the ad that we've already created, we did that in a previous step, can be uploaded into LinkedIn. What you want this ad to do, this ad is a hook. It catches someone's attention. You want that ad to then send someone to a landing page. On the landing page, you want to explain what the job role is specifically that you're advertising for. You also want to put that in the ad somewhere. You might have to run multiple campaigns or different ads for different job roles. You're trying to sell the company, but at some point you do obviously need to sell the role as well so you don't get people applying who are unqualified. You send them to a landing page that describes what the role is, again talks about the pains and desires, and has an area that they can sign up. They can either, that can just be send your CV to a certain email, it can be a form. Obviously that's dependent on your exact processes at present, but you want to send them to a landing page where they can fill out that information. And that is it. That's all you need to do to be able to recruit high quality talent that isn't actively looking on job boards, into your organization. And the glorious thing about this is it's something you can turn off and on when you need it. So if you're going through a growth spurt, you can turn this on. Don't have any more roles now, just turn it off. It's really quick to act. So as soon as you turn it on, you'll start to see applicants coming in. Also, it's way cheaper than a headhunter and you'll get just as qualified people applying, because headhunters are essentially replicating this process. They just do it manually. So you fully own everything. Because you know the role better than a headhunter, you can type in everything you require, which makes life way easier. And that's everything you need to be able to run LinkedIn ads to recruit for your company. Now, my company, Tech Growth Marketing, we run LinkedIn ads for companies, traditionally marketing to get them more leads, free trials, demos. We work with a lot of SaaS and tech companies. However, we have also run quite a few campaigns to bring in new talent to companies, because some companies, they don't struggle with getting new leads. They might have really big contracts, not an issue for them, but they do struggle with talent. So we have run campaigns for other people, bringing them talent, and it is way cheaper than using headhunters and less frustrating than job boards. So if you want someone to do it for you, or you just want to speak to us because you've got more questions about this whole process, you might not be sure about something, you can apply for a free call with myself. I'm not going to palm you off onto any salesperson. You can apply for a free call with myself via the link in the description below. If you do have any specific questions, please, by all means, just let me know. Leave a comment. I get back to every single person who writes a comment. I hope you're having a good day, and hopefully there's some other content on this channel that'll help you. So make sure you like and subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll speak soon.